he is mentioned after the city Paris that I just showed to you, and after the beautiful Paris that called Helena, you know, the sort of Romeo and Juliet story. Let's see if we have it. Is the first one, the first video. I think that one. I think that is the video. I hope that it's that one. No, that is Mykonos. Santorini, that's the one. Let's see if we are able to show you that video, because the video gives you a more detailed view. And can you imagine, this is a video, but then think about that you are in the future able to walk through the streets. I think it's this one, yes. That you are able in the view to go in the view. Santorini will cost you a lot of money to travel to. The hotels are extremely expensive. You are ending up easily to pay 500 up to 5,000 euro per night staying in one of those beautiful places. But in the view, let's presume that you can buy a ticket of 5 euro to walk.
A world of lava and earth. A world dominated by senses and myths. A hidden retreat that lays above the Aegean Sea. A siren ready to seduce you. Santorini. Here, the one and only sun rises like nowhere else. The one and only land creates treasures for you to taste. And one drop of Earth's blessing will make your senses explode. With a myriad of things to explore, and no match in the entire world. It has one past and one destiny. To make you feel just as unique as it is. Santorini, the one.
Now you see Santorini, ladies and gentlemen. Can you imagine that in the view you are able to have a certain part for free? You can walk some parts and see some parts for free. But when you really want to go to the streets and see the houses from close by, you buy that 2 euro ticket. That 2 euro ticket, I really believe that Santorini, that like today, not 100,000 people per day can visit it. They have mostly day by day 5-6 cruise boats laying over there, and the challenge is that they fill up all the streets. But imagine that in the view, an unlimited amount of people can walk through the streets of Santorini. I think that with that 2 euro ticket, easily we will catch 100,000 people a day walking through the streets of Santorini. Means every day comes in 200,000 euros. Every day, 200,000 euros. Make a calculation. From the 200,000 euros, what is 5% of 200,000? 5% of 100,000 is 5,000. Means every day 10,000 euros is going to that group of people, the 4,000 people that have the units. Think about that, 10,000 a day. That means after a week, it's 70,000 in my example. After a month, we talk about 280,000 €280,000. 280,000 euros, ladies and gentlemen, comes to the unit holders. And 4,000 people are sharing the 280,000 that comes month by month. Only Santorini, only from the €2 ticket. You can imagine when you walk into certain places that, yeah, the standard ticket is 5, but when you really want to go up or you go down, or there's another ticket of €5 that gives you the access to them. When you want to make a cruise or a sailing trip, possible as well, but you pay another €5. When you want to fly over that island, let's say flying only in Oya will cost you another €5. But when you want to fly in Vira as well, another €5. Imagine how many souvenirs will be sold. And you know what is the beauty of the view? Nobody is able to destroy Santorini, because Santorini has the same problems. Too many tourists will destroy the beauty of that village. And can you imagine that every time somebody visited, we share a little part with the community of Santorini? I even think that in the future, Santorini will make more money with people that are visiting Santorini in the view than that in reality they will make. And all the shops can have their place. We can rebuild all the shops. So it means that when you have the ticket of €2, you can walk into a store as well, and whatever you buy over there, the person that rented the store had paid rent to us. When somebody buys something, let's say that 100,000 people are visiting it, and every time somebody buys something, you share in the commission. Means that, think about this model. When 280,000 in my example is coming in to the unit holders, that is just from 1 month, ladies and gentlemen. Then do that 12 times, and that is how I calculate everything. When we did in the beginning, and I will do it again for you, when 100,000 people on a day pay €2, we have 200,000 euros. When 5% of the 200,000 euros goes to the unit holders, it's 10,000 euro per day. So it means 10,000 euro per day coming in. Times, and now we do a month. Let's say that a month has 30 days. I not even calculate the months with 31, but let's say a month has 30 days, means 300,000 euro is coming in each month, ladies and gentlemen. So 30,000 euros coming in, shared by 4,000 unit holders, means that every unit holder gets 75 euro per month only from Santorini. Times 12, and that's a beautiful example, means he makes 900 euro per year. Per year. Not from Athens, but in this case only from that small island, Santorini, ladies and gentlemen. And what did the unit holder pay to get the unit? 500 euros. So soon, only by filming Santorini, you will make way more with your unit than you actually paid for on a weekly, a daily, a monthly, and a yearly basis. Now, imagine, ladies and gentlemen, that we not only have the €2 ticket, but we have the €5 ticket. We have the flying ticket. We have the abonnement. We have the time traveling. We rent out the shops. That will double it. It's not available in the beginning, but it will all come step by step. let's say that in 10 years from now, Santorini will not make the unit holders 10,000, but possibly, and I have to say it again and again for the disclaimer, because I cannot guarantee you that, but use your common sense, ladies and gentlemen. The reason that Andrea and I went full in, we could buy actually more apartments. We have apartments in Santorini. We have them in Mykonos. We could bought more. But you know, we decided to buy more units because we believe that the units will give us a way better result over time. That Santorini, you know, in the example that I give, I said with the 10,000, it is 900. Can you imagine when it's 50,000, including the sales and the concepts and everything, that Santorini maybe even brings us, you know, 4,500 euro. Now think about that you bought that unit for just 500 euro. And let's say that Greece is sold out. There comes a moment that our network takes off in Greece as well. What do you think that somebody that is from Greece and he figures out that he joins, but then Greece is already sold out? Do you think he is willing to pay on the marketplace 500 euro, or do you think that he's willing to pay 1,000 or maybe even 5,000 euros, ladies and gentlemen? And think about now Greece is in the offer, means that you get double units. You not only get the regional units, but you get units as well in the universal pool. And the universal pool holds 1% of the entire volume of planet Earth as well. You get your part in the infinity pool. When you allocate an ultra pack, you get 2 units in the regional pool. You get a little bit more because we have double the units now. You get actually 42 units in the universal pool, and you get as well one in the 40% of the 1% of the infinity pool of the ultra packs. So it is a little bit calculating. You have to get used to this calculation, but it will create abundance, ladies and gentlemen. It will create wealth. And I'm not there yet because Greece has 700 islands, and this is one of the other islands. Mykonos, ladies and gentlemen. Mykonos, one of the most, I think Mykonos and Ibiza are the most famous party islands of the world. And Mykonos has little Venice, and you know, Paris, we have a video of Mykonos as well. Yes, I send it to you as well. I send it to you, the video of Mykonos as well. I want to show you that as well, because Mykonos is good, is like Santorini. Mykonos is like Santorini. There we see Delphi. Let's see where we have. So there we are. Now you see me. Now you see me, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see where we have the video of Mykonos, because I want to show that to you. So that, and it's good that you go yourself online to see what is the potential of Greece. But I really believe from all the countries that we have available right now, whatever you can buy, whatever we have available, Greek, together with, let's see, is that the one of, Yes. You know, we are a little bit hustling. Sorry for that.
There is a legend that at the beginning of time, God set aside land for each country. The Greeks were last, distraught to be left with scattered rocks in the ocean, as all else had been given away. But God looked upon them and smiled. He said, "Fear not, as this land I was saving for myself, I have welcomed you into my home." Many of us are stuck in possibilities, dreaming of exploration, of what it would be like to break free, but always finding ourselves stuck in routine. It takes bravery to leave the comfort of home and reach for the unknown. But when you finally do, you see that reality can be more magical than dreams.
Mykonos is even more visited than Santorini, ladies and gentlemen. Mykonos is more visited than Santorini. And the model that I showed you on Santorini, I can put it on Mykonos as well. So can you imagine? I showed you Athens, I showed you Santorini, and I showed you Mykonos. But I can continue because there's an island even more famous than Santorini and Mykonos. That's the island of Corfu. That's the island of Empress Sissi. It's the island of the hero Achilles. So I can show you Corfu. I can show you easily 10 other islands that are equally to Santorini and to Mykonos. Now, I can go in another part of Greece, and I go to Delphi. You have heard about this name, the Oracle of Delphi. That is where the Greek gods went, and the beauty is it really exists. It's one of those places, and when you look at the pictures, can you imagine that in the view you can walk around on that place, ladies and gentlemen? So another place where everybody wants to go. So, and Greece, this is Corfu, ladies and gentlemen. Corfu. I don't put in the video, but Corfu has one of the most famous beaches in the world called Paleokastritsa. And Corfu has the same to offer as the other ones. Now, there's another thing, another part. You've seen it in James Bond movies and in many exciting movies. Greece has monasteries that are built on the top of rocks, like this one, Meteora. It's almost impossible to get there. But can you imagine, ladies and gentlemen? So, like, my condition, it will be extremely difficult to get to those monasteries, to Meteora. As well, I have the trouble with the height, and this is an absolute no-go for me. Can you imagine that in the view you're able to fly on the rocks, to fly up and get there? But of course, hey, there is another ticket. I can find easily Zakynthos. Look at it, ladies and gentlemen. You see pictures of famous, but imagine that you are able to walk over that bridge, that you can lay down on that beach and experience Zakynthos in full virtual reality, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is most people, they know, but not everybody realized that this great King Leonidas came from Sparta. And Sparta is, hallelujah, there we go again, is one of the famous places in Greece. So can you imagine that you are able to visit the hometown of King Leonidas? And you don't need to travel half the world. You can just go in the view, open the portal, teleport yourself to Sparta, and you can read everything and see everything of this famous king. And you know, not only this one, but many other kings that are there in Sparta. So let's bring the screen back to me, ladies and gentlemen, because what I hope is that now you start to understand. I know that you went crazy from France, you went crazy from Spain, you went crazy from Bermuda, you went crazy from Monaco, but you didn't saw Greece. I know that you didn't saw it. I know. Who of you in this group has Greece? So the smart ones. Some understand because possibly you have been there, you've seen it. I think, and absolutely, together with Mexico, Greece is the most underestimated country that we have in the view. I'm looking at the sales and, you know, I can show you, but I think Andrea and I, we not even have 40 units. I think we have 100 units of Greece because I'm 100% sure when people see the full potential, that can you imagine, you have a unit of 500 euro and there are at least 20 places that can bring you a volume of 900 euros on a yearly base. That means that do it 20 times, we talk about 18,000 euros. Now, in my opinion, when 18,000 euros is potentially, it's all magical. It's all in the air. But you know, the best way to predict the future is to create it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we do it. We are creating magic. We are creating something that was never there. Nobody thought about. And the ones that were thinking about, they didn't have the guts and the power to start dreaming that they could build it. Now, we not only dreamed about it, we not only believed it, but we started to work on it, ladies and gentlemen. And soon you will see the first results in Dubai, on the Dubai event. Get your tickets over there. You will see the first results of what we made for the view. So it will be launching in the beta version, but you will get the first experience so that you understand even more what we mean with being able to walk around, being able to fly around. You will start to understand how huge this project is, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm pretty sure that the world is watching over our shoulder because everybody of importance understand that when we are able to pull this off, and you know, when you see the offices, when you see the quality of employees that we have, and I see the quality of you guys in the network, I have no doubt that this will be happening. But can you imagine that it could be that the view, that the unit of Greece is making you maybe in the future on a yearly, on a monthly, on a weekly, on a daily. You know what? I even think that on an hourly base, it will make you back that 500 euros. What is then the value of one unit? Think about it. That when we understand how valuable is Greece, that you know when it's sold out, it's sold out. I have a lot of units of France. And I'm 100% sure that when France comes in the marketplace, I promise you, we will not sell a unit of France for less than 10,000 euros. When you want to sell your unit, be free. When you want to sell it for 1,000 euro, can you imagine that you want to sell it for 1,000 euro? You bought it last year and you are able to sell it this year for double the money. Where do you get 100%? Where do you get 100%? Ladies and gentlemen, I think that the view is in potential the best possibility for your future. I will for sure not sell my units of France, of Italy, of Spain, of Mexico, of Greece, and many more for less than 10,000 euros. Means that I will make a tremendous return on investment. And possibly I don't sell them at all, because can you imagine when on a daily base that amount of money comes out of it? Then I would be even an idiot to sell it for 25,000 euros. And I guarantee you that when the marketplace is there and people start to sell it and you don't have it, bang! And somebody is so stupid to sell it only for double the price, you need to buy it. Don't think I pay double the price. No, you still pay nothing for it. You still get a ticket to heaven with it. Think about Bali. Bali was only 125 euro. Bali has a value of 25,000 euro per unit. So feel free when you have Bali. Who has Bali in this group? You want to sell it? I will buy it from you from double the amount. When you want to sell it for 250, you make 100%. And you know what? Andrea and I will make a fortune with what you invested. You know? That is how I see the view, ladies and gentlemen. And my advice to you is focus on where the most potential money is. You get double the units. It is miraculous that Roald was doing it yesterday. I didn't expect it. I thought it will be, because I was extremely disappointed that people didn't see Greece. And exactly the three countries. He asked me that, and I thought about it because I don't understand that Mexico is not sold out. I will do tomorrow another training. Tomorrow I will do Mexico so that you see yourself what I mean. Do you know? Let me see, ladies and gentlemen. Do you now understand? Do you now understand why you need to have Greece? Do you understand it? Do you understand that when you have one unit, you need actually two? Do you understand it? And when you are a hot shot, when you are the real deal, make the decision that Andrea and I made. We want to have 1% of each country. Do you know, when Bermuda came, I was in the stress like crazy because I said it's either Bermuda or Monaco that will be sold out in an hour. And then I saw that Bermuda was going like crazy because I forgot that we have a whole new network. Mr. Anderson Chester is in Bermuda and he's selling like crazy. He's signing up people. When 100 people of Bermuda wants a share, I had stress, I needed to go to the toilet, and I thought, okay, better I pee in my pants and wet my shoes than missing on Bermuda or Monaco. And I start to push it in, and then the system, and I was in the stress. And I had everything, and I had already the units available. I only didn't get in. I get the stress. I was shaking. I get hot because I have really stressed to miss out. Now, fortunately for you, a lot of people didn't understand Greece, but I'm pretty sure that after this, how many people do we have on this call? How many do we have, Peter? I have
165. 165.
165. 165 people buy an ultra pack means that Greece moves up. But when people start to understand, and I advise you, call your team, try to explain them what I just told you, and Greece will be sold out before the end of this period, before the end of the 10 days. And it deserves, I guarantee you, I always say I guarantee, but you know what? It's my personal, the way I calculate, the way I see it, and you know, I will be honest with you, I'm not the tallest guy, I'm not the strongest guy, I'm not the smartest guy, and unfortunately, I have an age and I'm not the most beautiful guy anymore. But you know, I have a big nose, and I am famous for the nose that smells the money, ladies and gentlemen. I smell the money. I go around with that nose of me, and I sniff, and I do the calculation. I like facts and statistics. You know, I was talking with my son because we were making this presentation. He said, but Dad, you know, I said, yeah, at 9 o'clock this morning, I give him some info. He said, but I don't know about Greece. I said, you know, but after today, you will understand that Greece is a fortune maker. Greece is making abundance. Greece is creating wealth. There are people that are looking at this call that 15 years from now, ladies and gentlemen, 15 years from now, you know, and I'm planning to be on this planet for a long time. But, you know, send me a message in 15 years. Send me a message when you remember that you bought a unit of Greece or multiple, and then in 15 years, let me know, because I will be around. Let me know what that brought to you. Then do the same. I'm 57. In 25 years, you can do that as well. You can do that. And I even hope, you know, my plan is to stay another 50 years on this planet minimum. You know, I'm a little bit overweighted. I'm not in the best condition. But you know what I think? With the money that comes out and the importance that we are going to give. Because think about all those monuments that are destroyed by gravity, and people take pieces and people do bad things, and you have always the people with the schizophrenic mind that want to blow it up. Those museums, those locations, they don't need actually to have people anymore. They can keep their things in the perfect condition. Nobody is destroying it. They don't need a lot of money for security anymore. They don't need to clean up. They don't need to have all that pollution from the tourists flying to them. At the comfort of your house, you put on the glasses. Be careful, because I saw some videos that there was some snakes and spiders coming in, and people jump against the wall. You know, make sure that you don't destroy your house like I did. You know, I was climbing a mountain and my son gave me a little push, but I thought I fell off the mountain, so I even broke my device. Can you imagine? I was so much into the virtual reality that I started to be there 5 minutes, and you really think you are really in it. Do you now understand? Do you now understand, ladies and gentlemen? Not only about Greece, but do you now understand, when this is the first time that you look at the training of me, and I have given you Paris because it's sold out, to make it clear. Can you imagine that you have Paris and you have Greece? Man, you know, you have waterfalls. You know, when you're from Canada, you know the Niagara Falls. Do you want? Some people dream about a tree of money in their garden, isn't it? A tree that grows money. I never dreamed about a tree of money. I dreamed about a waterfall where every drop is €100 or $100 bill. And I dreamed about that the lake where it falls is mine. Whatever comes is all mine. And that is actually what we created. what we created. And, you know, this is only the beginning. You know, there will come things that we not even thought about today, but that by continuing, we see, oh, we can do this, we can do that. It's called the view, ladies and gentlemen. And it's always from which angle do you look at the things. I think that with the view, Success Factory has a unique product. You know, I have the guts to talk with any leader from any other company. People say, yeah, but we have the best product. We have this. I let them talk. I laugh. I smile at them. And I only think, yeah. Talk. There are so many companies that are selling crypto. We did that as well, but there are more. There are many companies doing Forex or education. There are many companies selling pills. I like my pills of Juice Plus, you know. I started with that 27 years ago. I like my Organo Gold coffee. I like my pills. I like my toothpaste from Forever Living Products. I like it. But I'm not building that network because that is a waste of my time. I'm a client of those superior products. Where I build the network is in Success Factory, because Success Factory has DEC coins. And you can imagine when we start accepting DEC coins in the view, do you have any clue where the value of that coin can go to? Maybe you want to sell your coins for on the black market, or maybe you want to sell it for the what is it, 82 cents. I'm selling nothing. I'm selling nothing at the moment because I hold on to them. You know, Andrea and I, we keep them in our safes. You know why? Because we have expectations. We have a belief. And to let something grow to its full potential, you have to give it some years. Give the view some years, ladies and gentlemen, and you will create a legacy for generations to come. What you will get out of the view is, what do I say? You will be the Leonidas of your family. You will be Alexander the Great. You will be the Queen Elizabeth. You will be the Martin Luther King of your family. You will be the Nelson Mandela. Generations to come will talk about you. They will say to you, you know that my grandfather Peter Gushler was a friend of Giovanni Adrian, and you know they were the man and the woman that they were friends with Petra, and they started to build this. People say, no. Can you imagine that you were with Bill Gates in his little room, that you were with Steve Jobs when he had the ideas? You are exactly there, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what? The view will become bigger than any of the other companies on the world. I really believe that the view with Success Factory will become the biggest company ever existed on this planet. So from that point of view, I don't buy any real estate. I don't buy stocks anymore. Even when people say, yeah, but this, even when I have to buy another car or I want another car, I do the calculation. Oh, I want this car badly. Oh, you know, I talk with Andrea, and Andrea says, Igor, shall we do it? Because we can put that 100,000 or 200,000 for a sports car. I wanted to buy a Lamborghini Ursus. I thought I'd buy that car. Beautiful. I looked the color. But you know what? We decided to put the money in the view because we believe, ladies and gentlemen. And when you know us, I have no problem showing you. Andrea and I are close to 2 million already on buying the units. Why? Simply we believe and we calculate. And that's what I want to share the upcoming days with you. We have the 5 islands. You have seen the islands that are, we didn't put that much attention on it, but you know what? Those islands will give you, they are They are actually cheap. They are 125 and 250, and there are a little bit of units. So means they will be sold out fast. We have the 3 places that are the most underestimated places. Mexico, Kenya, but above all, Greece. Now, tomorrow I will do with you Mexico, and I promise you, later this week I will even do Kenya. Because don't underestimate Kenya. It only costs 125 euro. We are not sure that over the next 50 years we will have lions, we will have zebras, we will have elephants, we will have rhinos. But the moment we are able to capture them and film them in their natural habitat, and that is, for example, Kenya, ladies and gentlemen, they will run and live forever in the view. So I really believe that we create history by results, by economic results, but we will create history as well for our grandchildren to come, because where possibly big animals like the rhino and the elephant are maybe not there anymore, we will have them still walking around in their natural habitat in the view. And that means that generations to come, a place like Kenya will deliver you 125 euro. What are we talking about? Not having those countries that I talk about is not shooting yourself in the foot, but you have a big axe and you cut off your own foot by not having them. Today, the focus was on Greece. Make sure that you get Greece. Promise me that, because then I did what needed to be done. Make you clear that Greece is, from all the countries that we have, together with Mexico, the most underestimated. It will give you the highest results, in my opinion. So, from my point of view, because I have another Zoom call coming up, and I know that there's especially one looking at the time and thinks, is he going over the time? Can we have a little break to drink some coffee? Yes, you can, because this is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Pay it forward. Share this information forward. Strength and honor. It's all about you. Create success for all, and you will see what dreams may come. I love you, and I see you tomorrow at the same time, and then we talk about Mexico. Make sure that you get everybody that you know on that call, because then they will start to understand the same. Hasta la vista. Mwah.
Recording stopped.